All right guys, I just shot a listing video using the DJI Osmo Action 6 and I'm absolutely blown away at the result. Now, I don't want to waste too much time, so we're going to head out to the property. I'm going to show you how I did that. Then I'm going to show you guys the final edited video, and then I'm going to give you guys my final thoughts on the whole thing. So let's get into it. All right guys, so a few weeks ago, I bought the Action 6 and I did my full review on the Action 6 and using this for vlogging and things like that. And then I did like a comparison between the Action 6 and the Pocket 3. And in my comparison video, I did try to shoot real estate with both cameras. And I'd mentioned in that video that I didn't really like what I was getting for real estate out of the Pocket 6. And then somebody hit me up in the comment section and they were like, dude, why don't you just use a gimbal with the Pocket 6? And I was thinking, why would I use a gimbal with the Pocket 6? The whole reason for trying to shoot with an action cam is using all of the stabilization that is built into the camera and maybe just use like a selfie stick and try to shoot it that way. But it wasn't really looking too hot. So I decided to take this guy up on the idea, and I have my DJI gimbal here. It's the OM7P, and I'm gonna put this Action 6 with this mobile gimbal, and we're gonna walk around and we're gonna shoot this beautiful lake home. So for me, the biggest obstacle is gonna be putting it inside this gimbal, because when you put it in here, it only goes in one way. Not sure if you guys can see it. So it has to go in this way, which is gonna be sitting horizontal, but that's okay because guess what? There's open gate here on the Action 6, and that's really what excites me about shooting with this camera, is having the possibility of only having to shoot things once and then being able to crop it to vertical or horizontal. So I'm really excited to try that out. Now I won't be able to see the screen when this is in here because the screen will be completely covered up by the gimbal, but that's okay because I have the DJI Mimo app. So I plan on using this setup with one hand and then looking at what I'm shooting with the DJI Mimo app. And because this is so light, I guarantee that that's not gonna be a problem. So I'm gonna put the Action 6 in the gimbal. I'm gonna show you what it looks like, and then we're gonna walk through and we're gonna shoot the house, and then I'm gonna show you the final edited video at the end. All right guys, so I have my Action 6 here. I have the little clamp from the gimbal here, and I'm gonna leave the tracking module on here because I just think that the setup is super light, and I'm gonna try to, I know this doesn't really weigh much, but it might add a little bit of extra weight to the setup. I'm going to place this in here horizontally, and you'll be able to see back here that it's actually covering the screen in its entirety. So right here is the screen to the actual camera, and it's covered by this DJI logo. So I'm gonna put this all together, and I'm gonna extend the legs and put this down because I'm sure this is gonna want to calibrate. So I'll make sure that camera's pushed all the way in, because if it's not pushed all the way in, probably not going to balance correctly because these gimbals aren't necessarily made for action cameras. And it shook a little bit, but it actually calibrated, so it looks like it's pretty good. Now you're going to notice right off the bat that this is in selfie mode. It's like facing me, and that's because that's the only way to put it in here, because if I was to put it in here the other way, then obviously the lens would be covered up by the back of the gimbal. And so what I'm gonna have to do here is I'm gonna have to tap the trigger 3 times, and it's gonna flip around the camera. So now, technically this would normally be selfie mode, but now the lens is facing outward. Also, the camera's tilted slightly up, and in this mode, the joystick isn't gonna do much. So I'm gonna actually probably have to shoot the majority of the house. Just kind of tilt it down a little bit like this, which I don't think that that's gonna be a problem at all. As far as settings go inside of this camera, we are going to do 4K, 60 frames per second, of course, because we're gonna wanna move this down to slow motion in post-production. We are going to set, well, I'm gonna set the white balance to auto on this because I've noticed that the white balance in these action cameras is slightly different than what I see out of other cameras, including even the Pocket 3. So I'm gonna leave the white balance in auto. We're gonna have the shutter speed at 1/20th of a second. I'm gonna have the aperture as wide open as possible, so I'm gonna keep that at 2.6 because that's what this is gonna end up setting to. I'm not using any of the wide angle attachments. I'm not using the macro attachment. I'm just using the regular lens that comes with the Action 6. And then I'm gonna shoot in D-Log M. In addition to that, of course, I mentioned it earlier, I'm gonna be shooting in open gate, so that way I can crop this video both horizontally and vertically, and that's the whole reason why I'm using this camera. That's the most exciting part to me, is being able to shoot each property just once and being able to get short format and long format video out of that one shoot. Okay, so I'm gonna fire up the DJI Mimo app so I can see what's being recorded on this camera, and then let's go ahead, let's walk through, let's film some of this property, and then I'm gonna head back to my office. I'm gonna whip this together really quick, and I'm going to show you the final edited video. This is slick because I can see what I'm shooting right here in the Mimo app. And this is such a light setup, so I'm literally just holding it like this and I'm going through. And the thing I really like about it is I can control all the settings. I can start and stop recording on the Mimo app, and I can actually switch the ISO in here. And so that makes things much easier. Plus, you can see the focus peaking here on the screen inside of Mimo app, which you can't see on the back of the Action 6. So it helps me know what's in focus. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna shoot that shot again because I didn't really like how that one turned out. And then I'm gonna move on to another shot. All right, that one was much better. A few more shots of the kitchen here. And again, I can switch the ISO a little bit here. I like to shoot everything going both ways. You never know what you're gonna actually use, and so I'm gonna shoot the living room now, which you are currently in. So I'm gonna move this back here. Got a little orbit shot, and I'll do a little crab shot here. I like that I was able to walk past that door a little bit here, so I could use it as a transition piece. All right, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna shoot the rest of the house, and I'm probably gonna do some exterior stuff. I did bring ND filters for the camera just in case I wanted to get any of the exterior shots here. So I brought the ND filter here for the Action 6, which is the K&F Concept variable ND filter, just in case I want to get some stuff on the outside with the Action 6. And then of course, I'm gonna head back, I'm gonna whip together this edit, and I'm gonna show you the final edited video. Okay guys, without further ado, here's the final edited video. That was pretty amazing, wasn't it? Considering that this camera is like a $400 camera and the gimbals are very, very affordable right now. I didn't even think to combine the two to make a real estate video until, of course, I got that YouTube comment, but I'm blown away by the result. Now, the one huge benefit of using something like the Action 6 to shoot a real estate video is that it can shoot in open gate, and we're able to just shoot once and edit once, and then we can just crop down and we can go ahead and have two separate videos, one for short form like Instagram and TikTok, and then another for, you know, something that you want to post on YouTube or potentially even post on Facebook as something that people can turn their phone and watch that horizontal video. So just a quick couple housekeeping items here. I shot that entire video in natural wide on this camera. I meant to shoot it in standard D-warp, but I made the mistake. I shot the whole thing in natural wide and I didn't catch it until I got back here. I still think the video turned out amazing, and I don't know, it might have even turned out better if I used standard D-warp, and I might even had a little bit cleaner lines than I currently have in the video. Secondly, I turned off all of the in-body stabilization in the Action 6, and I did that because I was going to be using the mechanical gimbal, and I thought if I had the in-body stabilization turned off, then we wouldn't see any kind of battle between the in-body stabilization and the mechanical stabilization of the gimbal. However, when I turned it off and shot the video, there was still a little bit of camera shake when I got this footage off the camera, so I did end up having to use some stabilization in post-production when I was editing the video, but to me that is very, very minor, and since these cameras shoot so wide, I really didn't think it was a detriment to the final video. It still looked really good at the end. All right guys, so let me know what you guys thought in the comments of the final edited video. It's crazy that I even attempted to shoot real estate with this camera. I mean, this camera is only 400 bucks. The gimbal's probably less than 100 bucks. You can get a gimbal and you're able to shoot something as high quality as this. So I already know in the comments you guys are gonna ask me which drone I used to shoot the drone footage. That drone footage was shot on the DJI Mavic Mini 5 Pro. I will link the cameras I used to shoot this video in the description. Now, one other thing that I didn't do in this video that I think might have even improved the video would be if I would have put the macro lens attachment on the Action 6 and then got some detail shots while I was in the house. I didn't even think to do that when I was in there, but maybe next time I attempt it, I will do something like that. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have any further questions, feel free to hit me up. I'm always down to reply to comments and things like that. Most of the people that watch my channel are not subscribed. I would love if I could get a like to the video, a share, do all the things, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, and I will see you all on the next one.